Did you see the last episode of Hermitcraft? Well, if you did, you'll know why I'm in this hole. And how many phantoms are here? Wow! I've never seen so many phantoms in one place. My goodness me, it's like an onslaught. Ha! I have now successfully made a phantom farm. This is another way to get more heads. Making a phantom head farm would be a really cool idea. Anyway, we're over here to see if we've got any wandering traders after another night of AFK, so I've got all my boxes ready. This time we're going to whiz over there and then screen grab any of the trades and whiz back and have them all prepared. I can see that we got one, or have we? Ah, okay. Look at that, we got 3 llamas but no wandering trader. I need to figure out what's going on here, because clearly some spawned, but for some reason they didn't make it down here. So I've come back to the base, sorted through all the heads that we got from our last episode, and I've updated the spreadsheet as well, and I did some counting. We've actually now got 97 out of 148. That's pretty much 2/3, and I bet you the last third will take a long time to get all of them. I think I might have to go update my bounties list and put a few more things on there, because it'll take some time. But anyway, I've sorted out some of the ones that we haven't used on the walls over here yet, and I'd like to update our storage and just make it look a little better. So first up, I've replaced our signs over here with all the planks, as we've got all of those. Unfortunately, we don't have all the logs yet. Over here, we finally get to pop in a dirt block, and since there isn't one for coarse dirt, we're going to just put 2 side by side. Over here we got smooth sandstone and sandstone added to the wall. I would really like to get the gravel head, still haven't got my hands on that one. And on this wall we've got blackstone, basalt and crying obsidian. And I made a bunch more changes as well. I kind of realised this probably isn't that interesting. You don't need to know every little detail of my storage, right? So let's move on to today's project. We're here in the Nether base, and I want to add a farm that I thought would be a little bit of a challenge to put in the Nether. It's going to go over in this space. It's going to be like a free-range chicken farm. And the reason that I want this is not for some roast chicken, which I've been snacking on the last few episodes. It's for feathers. Now, whenever you want to make a book and quill, all of a sudden the feather becomes a rather valuable resource. And as you can see, I've got a few of them there, but most of the time I only have a couple to hand. And so I kind of went outside, flew around, found some chickens, and harvested some feathers. So we need to replace that process with a farm, a feather farm. Of course, it's going to provide some food as well, but we don't even need that because we got the hoglin farm. So we get to do things a little bit different than normal, which is partially why I wanted to put it in the Nether as well. We're going to have like a tower of droppers to bring eggs upwards, and then we're going to put the chicken hatchery machine, whatever you want to call it, somewhere up the top there. And then we're going to have some hoppers from either side and create little hatchery areas. So these are going to be where the chickens can roam around freely, and then we will pick up any eggs that they lay and they'll get sent to these droppers. So how about that? Decided to bring a little bit of the overworld into the Nether, and the layout here is for the most part pretty good. Got to figure out a way to keep all of the chickens on top of these hoppers over here. They then feed into these droppers, which we actually need to push back by 2 blocks so that we can hide the redstone behind it. And to do that, we're going to borrow some redstone from back here behind the bartering system. This is basically an item elevator, and I went with this using observers, which turned out to be really great. It does, however, leave some items in the droppers on occasion. There you go, which won't be a problem for us because they're just going to be eggs that get caught up in there. Now this is purely aesthetical. I don't need to actually send the eggs all the way up to the top, but what's convenient about this is that we can use the same redstone and put a dispenser at the top, which is actually going to hatch the eggs into the area in front of it. And if you don't know the old trick, you put a slab right here and the baby chicken can actually live inside of the gap between it and what's above it. And yes, that is supposed to be the sun, and I don't know if the shroom light will actually suffocate a fully grown chicken or not, but we can replace it with a yellow piece of wool if it doesn't. So when it grows into an adult, it then suffocates in the block, the items drop, and the hopper here picks it up and puts it into the barrel. And so the reason we do things like that is because normally you would have your, let's call them cedar chickens, above where the dispenser is. So this way we can have them below, which fits nicely into our room. Now I've rearranged the hoppers because I want to make these pens with trapdoors like so. And if we want to have them look fairly reasonable, we need to lay it out like this. So we have it go behind and then back out to the front again. And then in here we're going to put down carpets so that you don't even see the hopper and it all kind of blends together. And this zombie pigman has demonstrated that, of course, the chicken can quite easily jump over this. What was I thinking? We're going to need to double this up. And now it has lost its charm a little bit. There used to be a trick to keeping mobs from going over fence gates when they're one high, and I just can't remember what it is. But the reason that we wouldn't use walls or fence posts is because if we put them here, the eggs can land in this space and not get picked up, and then if we put them there, you can see the hopper. So we can't have grass all the way across. But it is what it is. It doesn't look that great, but it'll do. We need eggs. This is our old temporary farming area. And, you know, I stashed away some eggs in my base and couldn't find it anywhere. So I flew back over here in the hopes of getting creepered. In the hopes of finding... Oh my goodness me! Oh, I had a feeling. Why is this place covered with mobs everywhere? And another one. Another one. Get out of here, you scamp. So anyway, when we set up these temporary farms early in the season, we had a chicken farm. And I can't remember if this was deliberately supposed to collect eggs or not. But that's what it's been doing. And so I'm going to fill up one of these shulker boxes to the brim with eggs. So now I've hatched about 12 chickens on either side, and we can simulate eggs being laid and going into the system, and you can see the chickens are getting hatched up the top. I hear the sounds of death, and do you know what it is? It's not an adult chicken dying, it's entity cramming going on in that space right there. Huh, because I just fed this thing an absolute ton of eggs. So I guess I've got about 12 on either side, and in the long run that might actually be too many for how many need to stay in this space and grow up. And expanding the pen up the top so it can be 3 blocks wide doesn't seem to do anything. The chickens just like to stay in the same place. Can I say job done? I've AFK'd in this area for about 45 minutes, and it's official. It's a feather farm. Love it. As you can see, I've reverted the design up there. And that's it, this thing is done. So if I forgot to mention it earlier, I'll mention it again. There are actually 2 farms I wanted to work on in this episode. We've done one of them, and while I prepared to do the second one, I would like to tell you about a video on my Xisuma Says channel. It is about the Minecraft community and commenters, viewers, who call people copycats or accuse other groups of people copying other groups. Generally, just mean-spirited comments about copying. It happens all too often. When I was a small creator, I got accused of copying other people. As I became bigger, I noticed people would accuse other people of copying me. If any of this sounds interesting, just please go check that video out. I think it's important for you to hear it. Of course, you can find a link to it in the description box down below. And what you're looking at right now are some before and after shots of various parts of our jungle base, as I've been going around and working on the landscapes here, because originally we had a plan to rip out the rivers to fill them in with grass and then build on top of them. But as the season has gone by, I've realized that building small scale down in the jungle isn't really a part of what I'm going to do for this project. It's all about the big towers. So now I've got all of these messy rivers that I had half ripped out that need filling back in, and as you can see, I've gone around and shaped some of these rivers. I've also covered some of them in entirely, and then built my own jungle on top of it, building my own trees, laying down all the leaves on the ground. It has taken me a fair bit of time. I've been doing it for the past couple of weeks, and you are just seeing the end result right here. And so here is a final aerial shot from up above, just showing you how much cleaner this makes the whole jungle look. And we are left with 2 points to take care of. One of them is the Squid Farm down here. I don't really have too much of an idea what to do with this, actually. I don't feel like building a building here, so we'll probably end up just covering it in. And the other part is this area down here, which eventually I'm going to grow more trees, fill in with more leaf blocks. But since I'm going to be building a path through here, I figured we wouldn't do that straight away. But unfortunately, I'm going to be tearing down this little construction right here. It's supposed to be like a honey silo. And I was planning on building like a little city area down here on the floor, but I just think in the long term that's not really going to come to pass. So I am actually going to rip this out and work on where these paths are going to go. And so it's been torn out and a layout is in place. Now this path here is going to go off to that building, and it would have been in line with this path for a perfect T-junction, except it was off by 1 block. So for that reason, I separated it over here. And I'm going to take care of this at some other point in time. It's not the focus of this episode. The focus should be what we're going to build in the basement of this building. And what we shall construct is something you've seen a gazillion times. And that is a sugarcane farm. But this will be no ordinary sugarcane farm, because we, my friends, are going to plant the sugarcane on red sand. Yeah, when it comes to innovation on a farm design like this, there's pretty much nothing left to do. So the only thing I could think of was, well, I've never seen these farms made with red sand. Yeah, I really don't have any ideas to make this unique. But what I have done is decided to fit it in a way where it will look nice and clean. It'll be multi-layered. There'll be some glass in the front of it. Look, let's just build this thing and then see it when it's finished. Please excuse the mess at the entrance, but if we walk into this building, you'll see it's pretty gorgeous looking. Still a bit of work to do up the top there, but boy oh boy, is that a pretty looking sugarcane farm. And as you can see, it's yet to become fully operational. We're going to add a minecart system that goes around underneath the red sand, and it can pick up all of the sugarcane that lands on top of it. Now the reason it's actually planted here is because we've got some stairs at the back containing water, and those touch the sand, so it allows the sugarcane to be there. Then of course we have detectors powering all 5 pistons in front of it at the same time. And so if any one of these grows, it means all of them get harvested, and then a minecart will come from below and pick them up. And as I tried to point out earlier, this is really just about how it looks. And one of the things I've tried to do is keep the farm kind of open so you can actually look into the back area where there is nothing, and you can only actually really see that from down the bottom here, but either way it all looks clean and nice. And we need to create a collection system. We're just going to have some hoppers feed into a chest down the bottom here, so let's get that hooked up, and then this thing will just be, running around the clock. So that is a one dazzling farm complete with hopper minecarts travelling back and forth, and maybe I could have installed some complex redstone to send them out less frequently, but the problem is we're not working with a lot of space here. And so I went for something very simple. 2 hoppers to pick up items when the minecart hopper comes over, and since it's never really going to pick up a lot, that's never really going to be a problem. And so all the items lead down to the bottom into a hopper chain that goes across here and into this chest for us to collect. And so it's a farm you've seen many, many times, but it's very neatly integrated into our base, and I'm super happy with it. Now in the last episode of Hermitcraft, we got to play our new game with VII. And he named it Standoff, which I love, and judging by my comments, many of you loved as well. We're going to be upgrading and revising this game in the future. I think I've got the idea for how this game will be in its final form, and it's going to be better than what we currently have. But we will be undertaking these revisions probably in the next episode of Hermitcraft. As of right now, we're actually going to go play VII's minigame using the armor stand. If you remember, I was inspired by him and he invited me to come and play some miniature golf. This, my friends, was really, really clever.
Well, don't you look lovely, you lot? Look at us all dressed in our golf stuff.
Look at these friends.
The pinnacle of fashion here.
Definitely.
So welcome everyone. Thank you for coming along today to the playtest session of my new golf game. We've got 3 brand new holes. We've got to pick our ball color before we go on to hole 1. Ooh. So anyone got a preference?
Well, I just want to say this magic right here is wonderful. Actual golf balls to play golf with.
Actual golf balls. I talked to Mojang. They added it in just for me. It's
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that golf is the best sport in Minecraft? Like, so many different varieties of golf have been played on Hermitcraft over the years. It's just another great. It's a long and storied history. It's a long and storied history.
I wouldn't say it's great just yet, Cub. You've not played my version.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to be red. I'm going to pick first. Boom.
All right.
I'll go yellow. Oh.
Oh, I missed.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, there it goes.
So
this is my favourite thing so far.
Beautiful.
It is pretty cool.
Yep.
Cool. Hole 1, and I was a little bit selfish, wasn't I? I went first. I should have let my guests go first, but okay. I'm gonna get my ball ready, teed up.
This is marvelous. This is marvelous. I love it.
It's quite magical, isn't it? So, all right. Forgotten. I've tried not to practice too much, even though I've made this. I'm probably gonna lose. Let's see if I can hole in one it. Gah.
Oh,
hasn't practiced, he says. Good shot, man.
I could decipher your technique with that diamond sword and that sprinting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've learned how the master does it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Beautiful.
So cool.
Okay. Okay, line it up.
Quiet in the crowds, please.
Yep, yep. Please quiet. Please quiet. Focus. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Hey!
oh.
Nice.
Hole in one all round.
All right.
I think we
No-
can all
no
get
pressure.
go.
Another one?
Yes.
Beautiful, like-
Very nice.
Get
I've just
nervous
got
now, I
to
thought-
not mess it up. Don't mess it up.
Pressure's on.
I didn't sprint.
Oh, just
I
short.
forgot to sprint.
Close.
Oh.
Oh.
So close. So close.
Well, here's knockback 1 on honey blocks,
Boom.
hole in 2.
There you go. Hole in 2.
Can I press the button, please?
You can press the button, man. Yeah. You go.
Yay. I'm not next, but I love this contraption. Oh, that's so good.
This is kind of a crazy hole right here. This is a lot of height variation.
Yeah. Really downhill, bit of a corner. I don't think it's hole in oneable. And thwomp.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
good.
Line it up.
Whoa,
Get down there.
That really
Moved.
flew some.
that moved.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna aim over to the side a little bit deliberately here, okay?
Just gonna try and
Sprinting.
dogleg it. Whoa, interesting.
You know, kind of lurking behind.
All right. I think you're assuming you're still up, man. You're still up.
Oh, Z shot would be next, wouldn't it?
If we're playing by golf rules, though, it's furthest from the hole, right?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that was... Well, okay then, so...
Got a tough
do
angle
I
here.
sprint or do I not? I think I'm going to sprint this.
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. That's
Play,
tap in.
man.
Get down there and tap it in. So.
Yeah, that's a tapper.
Oh, okay. I thought we took it in turns in this game, but okay, there we go. Tap
That's
in.
good.
Nice.
That's
Three.
Knock this in, maybe.
Ooh.
Well,
Whoops, so that was
You could have
three
got mine in as
Phil?
well. That'd been
3.
handy.
Yep. 3.
So,
Yeah, yours is in the tap-in zone.
Tap
there we
in 2.
go.
You're
Lovely.
welcome.
Nice. I'm not sure I can get this in from here. I think I'm going to overhit
Oh,
it.
yeah. Wait, False will potentially win this then with 2 strikes because the other one hit it. Oh, wow.
That's
Level,
good shot.
both with 2.
Goodness. Excellent. All right, well,
All right.
let's move on to the third and final hole.
Okay, last and final hole. Who's gonna win this one?
Whoever
Me.
studies it the most, I think. Look at this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
this is a
work
big
of art.
bendy hole.
What's
That's
going
gonna
on
be
with
the
the
official
water down
name.
here?
Bendy hole.
bendy hole.
Wow, love that. So I think my strategy, I'm going to try and keep it on this top level of ice, or at least close to. So
Ooh.
I'm going to aim... I'm not going to sprint, actually. I think... no, actually, I think I need to sprint to get around the corner, so... interesting.
At least you're not pressed up against the wall, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, can I get it up over this block is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if there's enough space there.
I'll go.
Oh,
Yeah.
killer shot.
Straight in the volcano. Now, I
Get in.
definitely would recommend you you take your next shot immediately, just so there's not multiple ones at the top of the volcano.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, do I interact? We don't interact with it by moving with
No,
them,
I
do
don't
we?
think so.
No.
There we go.
Ooh, on the
Technically off
grass.
course at the moment, but
Out of bounds.
but that's okay. We'll,
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh no.
See, I could go for that shot as well, but I'm going to try and hit it up this block, which could be fatal. So, it was fatal.
oh no! I think you're
Oh.
just slightly too close to the edge.
Yes.
That's a shame,
What is
man.
it?
But
Oh,
You
we
wanna,
got stuff right there. I see. Okay.
you want to hit it again?
Yeah, go on then.
I guess you've got to go volcano now, right?
Woo!
Oh, at least
There
you
you
went
go.
straight there.
Nice, nice.
I got no idea who's got what score at the moment.
So close. So close. I'm gonna
Little
tap.
over.
But yeah, I guess I've
you-
got to hit this because
You've hit it
someone
3
might.
times, Xisuma.
Dang it. Got too close. Too close.
What?
There we go. I'm in.
Oh no, Xisuma did. It must have been on the bounce.
It was
must
on the
have just been
down.
going
It was on the down. Oh.
That
Oh, he's
counts.
still up there.
Oh. I'm just gonna hit it again.
Yep. Keep going. In. Oh.
One more.
man.
Close.
That's going to be tricky to get in now.
Oh. Okay, here's shot number 10. There you go.
And it's
There
in.
you go.
Nice one.
For just a little knockback 1.
Oh,
What a mistake! Oh, I throw the club away.
although I swear I'm gonna hit you as well here.
oh, this is gonna be chaos. There's gonna be 2
Oh.
going in at once.
Oh yeah, what's going to happen? Okay, well, let's figure it out.
And there you
This is what-
go.
playtests are all about.
There you go.
You went in first.
Never have I seen two people ride the volcano at the same time.
I think one of you is going to be basically taking
There
the
you
shot
go.
for both of you.
Yeah,
you
I
go.
think so.
You might be able to
You're-
time
you're-
it
you're
so your
taking it.
ball flies out and the other one stays behind.
Okay, I'll take it. Here goes. Oh, it's so like I can't tell when to start running. And
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Okay, that's impressive.
What a shot.
I
That was
managed to
good.
only hit one. How? I don't know. Okay,
You hit your one, which is more
and
impressive.
it was mine as well. But
Yeah.
annoyingly, I think because I'm on ice, I don't think I can get it in with a knockback one.
Yeah, it will go a little bit further, won't it? Oh no,
Nice.
Oh,
there you
Okay.
go.
maybe it was also touching the yellow, like the
Yeah, I
honey.
think maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Right, hit it on the up, False. Oh, good shot.
Not quite.
Pretty
I've
good.
got on the course though.
Not bad. I'll take it.
That's
Okay.
that's a knockback one right there.
Oh,
just
no.
Maybe not.
It's on the ice though. It's difficult. That's too far.
Oh no.
Just gonna go back and forth now. Oh wait,
no.
what? What's that? Okay. Nope.
False, I think you've overtaken my score.
I've overtaken your score.
Oh no, Fools, what's
We're gonna
happening?
go back and
Oh,
forth.
no.
I'm in a loop.
Ah,
Yay,
There
there
you
we
go.
go.
There you go.
There we go. Now, I
Come
think we need to do some serious calculations because I have no idea what any of us got then. Yeah, so, any thoughts, any feedback on the golf course so far?
I just want to
Seems
play
like a lot
more.
of
That's
fun.
my feedback.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
add
great.
more
Yeah.
holes.
You
This
did
was
loving
great.
it. Okay, cool. I'll just keep on going. I got plenty of ideas for like crazier things where like windmills involved and yeah, good. Thank you so much, everyone, for play testing this with me. It turns out, yeah, it seems to work for the most part. So, thanks for being here.
What a fantastic mini game and what a fantastic episode here on the server. I've had a great time. We built a farm in the Nether so that we can get some feathers, and also related to making books, we built a sugarcane farm so we can get our paper to combine with leather. And yeah, you know how it works. So anyway, I'm now over here at our witch farm because I have been AFKing so much over at the Wandering Trader farm. I've neglected to stock up on materials like redstone and gunpowder, and I need to get more bones. I kind of need to get everything right now. So I'm going for an AFK session. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. As always, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you soon in another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye bye.